Hi guys, I'm Neil and welcome to RWND Level 3. Hopefully by now you've got a few levels under your belt, maybe 1 and 2, but it's not absolutely necessary that you do. You can just start with Level 3, but there will be some things that you'll need to know about it. So I'd like to take the next couple of minutes and walk you through kind of the top 5 things to know about Level 3. The very first thing that you're going to want to know is the movements are going to change. I know this is way off the reservation and I get it, but we're going to go from that explosive stuff that we've been doing to nice, beautiful, picture perfect, and controlled slow movements, okay? So from the olden days, you're kind of used to doing quick stuff, and I love that because that's all about fast twitch stuff, and I'll need you to get back to that after this 4 weeks. But for the next 4 weeks, we're gonna do a whole bunch of cool stuff to your programming. And one of those is, we're just gonna go back to the old slow movement stuff. So here's what I'd like you to do. There's a principle in fitness that we name our movements. We talk about the movements. The first part of every single movement is the up, right? So we would do that in a 1001, 1002 manner, okay? We're gonna have a 0 pause at the top of every movement, and then we're gonna have a 1001, 1002 on the down, and then 0 pause at the bottom. So when you see us do a thing like 2-0-2-0, that's just connoting the time it takes to do the movement. So 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, no breaks at all throughout the top or the bottom part of the movement. So you're just gonna keep moving, cool? Slow movements, I know you think that's off the reservation. We're gonna get back to that other stuff, but for the next 4 weeks, just go with us on this one. Is that cool? The next change that's gonna throw you for kind of a loop is now, and I'll get the red marker out for this one, we're gonna be doing 8s and 12s. What the hell? You were telling us don't go over 5. I know, this is special, okay? This time I'm gonna ask you for that really slow movement for 8 to 12 reps. And we're giving you kind of a little play on that one, right? So we're giving you a rep range. What I would like you to do, and we'll talk about how that looks in a minute, but I'd like you to find the fatigue that we're going to talk about somewhere between 8 and 12. So that means you've got to adjust a lot of things about your movement, right? So on your movement, you'll all be doing the bench press, unless you got some shoulder issues, then call us. But on that movement, you'll be moving them super, super slow, and I'd like you to hit fatigue between 8 and 12, which means you're either gonna have to slow it down to match that 8 to 12, right? Or you're gonna have to increase your weight, or there are other things you can change in terms of like your rest and that. Trust me, you're gonna want your rest. But this time, for the next 4 weeks, all of your reps are up around 8 to 12. Well, Neil, won't that make me sore? Yep, it will make you sore. Okay, but I thought you said that's not okay. 4 weeks, TYT. 4 weeks, TYT, cool? Here's the thing. How deep into that 8 to 12 should I get, Neil? I'm gonna ask you to go to fatigue, but I'm also gonna give you permission to have an interpretation of what that fatigue means. I prefer the fatigue isn't a burn, okay? You can do a thing where you're pushing along with your weight and it just runs out of gas, but it doesn't burn. There's not a painful buildup, right? Now, to do that, to hit the painful buildup, you'll be lower weight, higher reps. So you're gonna have to fudge with this a little bit because I'm asking you to get to fatigue. Here's how that'll look. You'll be doing your 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, and you'll be doing these things. And if you set a timer, you'd maybe be doing this in like 4-second intervals between each rep, right? It'll be a little faster than that. But let's say that it was. And you could set a little click, what do they call those things?
A metronome. A
metronome, thank you. And it'd be clicking along, you'd be staying right with the time. One of the ways that you know you hit fatigue is that that rep will start to slow down. And when it starts to slow down, you're fatiguing, right? You're still leaving a couple reps in reserve. So you still got a couple in the tank, but you're going along with this perfect cadence like you would, and then you'll know you're hitting fatigue if the reps slow down. So I'm gonna write that down. When reps slow. I don't need them to stop. Hear me. I don't need those reps to stop, okay? If you're one of those, and let's say the word dumbasses that's on a bench press and you're pushing it, you can't push it anymore. You've put yourself in danger. You've undone your fitness, and this is not smart. All I'm asking for is you're flying along, doing your repetitions. Maybe this is a 1 second, right? But then they start to slow down, put it up. You're done. You have reached fatigue. You've got momentary muscular fatigue, not failure. Nobody asked for that. Okay, so that's a thing that's going to be way different in phase 3. Okay, another thing, we're doing giant sets. You'll notice this when you open up your app to look at it. You've always got a big leg. That's a U. Okay, you got a push, you got a pull, and you got a core, okay? What I'm gonna ask for today are giant sets. What that means is we are going to flow all the way down the hill right there. We're gonna do the squat, push, pull, core, and then we're gonna start over. We're never going to stop moving, okay? This phase has a conditioning aspect, and you can see that right there, right? That's conditioning, more reps, and we don't stop moving. So when you do your squats, you're gonna have to set everything up and then flow. You'll be flowing through the gym. Squat, push, pull, core. Squat, push, pull, core.
So no rest, coach?
What's that?
No rest, coach?
Zero rest. Zero rest, unless you need it. Okay, you get to decide how much conditioning you're going to get out of this. Some of you, it takes me about 45 minutes to get through this workout. I don't move real fast. I just get myself breathing a little bit heavy. Some of you are going to tear it up, okay? I'm going to leave that to you as part of how you're going to approach your level 3. And you can fudge with that a little, right? Sometimes you can do some faster stuff and slower stuff. What I found for me was what I was doing on Monday was different from what I was doing on Friday. And you'll notice that we're doing a way higher volume of sets. So let's talk about that. We left this for last because there's so much to know about this one, okay? In the past, you've been doing classic 5x5 stuff. It's not classic stuff. The rest of the 5x5 world would never do it like you did it, but we're going to do it in a different way this time. So we've been doing 5x5s. The most you've done was in level 2, you did 3x3 times 2, right? So you did a 3x3 or 3x5, my bad. Okay, times 2. So on that one, you were actually doing 6 sets of volume per muscle part or per exercise per week. Man, we're gonna take that up a huge notch, okay? What I'm asking for in your sets this time is on Monday, I'm gonna ask you for 3 sets. Well, let's put it this way. 3 to 5 sets per squat, push, pull, core. I know, that's a lot. So let's say that today on Monday, you did 3 times down that hill. Squat, push, pull, core. Squat, push, pull, core, right? On Monday, you did 3. Wednesday, you did 3. Friday, you did 3. Compare. The most we've ever done is 6. And already by the end of the week, for that body part, you will have done in level 3, 9 sets. And that's if you only did 3. Now, I'm gonna give you an interpretation of that. We're gonna give you your head on this. I would like you to play with this a little bit, okay? I would like you to see if you can get 3 to 5 sets Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Some of you that really love the conditioning aspect of what we do will thrive with 5 sets, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Notice that is 15 sets per muscle group, right? It's not really a muscle group. What we do is like movements. We train movements instead of muscle groups a little bit. We do some muscle groups, biceps and triceps. But I'm gonna have to beg you at the very first to trust your trainers about one thing, okay? When I started with my level 3, I started at 3 sets each, and I did 3 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I went down that thing 3 times. It took all the discipline that I had to do it just 3 times, because on my first day, I felt like I had done exactly nothing, okay? By Friday, I was wiped. I was sore, I was crotchety, and I was struggling, okay? You may find yourself in the same situation, but you wouldn't know because I didn't on Monday. Luckily, I kind of had a guess that I was already almost doubling my volume. So I stuck with 3 right out of the gate. And I did 3, the next week I went to 4, the next week I went to 5. By the time I was 3 weeks in, I was struggling. And I loved it, it was perfect, you know? And summer is the perfect time to do this. So there's a really high conditioning aspect of this. We'll be doing a lot more repetitions, but luckily we're going with a higher rep scheme at a lower weight, so it should balance out. It won't make you as sore. It will. You're gonna be a little sore your first day. I know that's not okay. And if it doesn't regulate real quick, then we need to talk. You need to take your volume down and really, really be careful. Most of you are right around my age or just a little bit younger than me, and some of you older than me. So those of you that know, okay? 3 sets is plenty. And understand that you gotta do that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then you get your GPP stuff as your conditioning, and that's gonna mesh pretty well. There's a lot of other stuff to know, tons of other stuff to know, but it's probably not gonna help to go into it tonight. You're probably just gonna have to wear it. So wear it a little bit. Have some patience with us, ask questions to the group, and let's all storm this together. You only get 4 weeks of this, so let's get hard about this. Let's get tough about this. Let's work and go for it. I'm super excited. Linz and I are super excited to be working with you for the next 4 weeks. Can't wait to hear your questions, look at your comments, and find out exactly how this is affecting you. It's the perfect time of year to do this, and we're pumped to be in this with you. If you have questions, as always, write them to comments below or put them in the group. Excited to storm with you. We will see you on Monday.